Hey, this is Halogen. This is going to be a very, very short video. This is my honest opinions, or opinion, it's only one, about the reworked maps in Phasmophobia. I'm on Grafton right now, and as you can see, I can see as far as the eye can see. From the front door, I can see up to the fence over there. I can see the chicken coop, the windmill. I can see the outline of the building in the distance. But the problem is, as soon as I enter the building, it's an instant black screen. I cannot see a single thing without a flashlight. Now, this was never a problem with the original house maps. If I enter Tanglewood right now without a flashlight, I can still see the map. And that's my only concern, really, is that the sheer amount of darkness. I personally think it's pointless to fill a map, the building on the map, with what seems like a black fog, and I can't see. The head torch makes it just bearable to actually see where I'm going. But when it comes to prestiging, as I go down to level 1, I have to sacrifice an inventory space to hold a flashlight. What I normally do is I use a brightness filter. There it is, turned on. I still can't see anything. If I was on Tanglewood or Edgefield or Ridgeview right now, I could see everything. If this is something that Kinetic were trying to, remove from the game, the ability to use a brightness filter, I'm sorry, but I am against that idea. If I go into Bleasdale as well, that would also be the same problem. Bleasdale is just as dark. I'll go onto Bleasdale right now, and I'll show you what I mean. Right, this is Bleasdale. I have my head torch on me. I'm going to keep it off though. As you can see, I can see everything out here. From this fence over to that fence. But as soon as I enter the building, it is absolutely pitch black. I don't know what the idea was behind this, but I honestly think it's pointless. And this is why I worry for any future reworked maps, because Tanglewood is next to be replaced. I also worry about Nell's Diner. I have been excited for that map since it was teased, and I'm worried that this problem here, the brightness, is going to ruin the map, ruin the new map for me. For everyone, not just me. I've heard so many complaints about the lighting in each map, the reworked ones. But again, this is the brightness filter on. Cannot see a thing. I'm going to hop into Tanglewood now, and I'm going to compare it. And here is Tanglewood. Head torch on. Okay, I'm going to keep the head torch off. I can see everything down the street. If I walk into the map, I can still see the map. I can see everything in front of me. There is no black fog. There is nothing. I know where I'm going. This is with the filter off. This is with the brightness filter on. This is exactly what I'm concerned about with the reworks and any future new maps coming to the game. So, I hope at least one of the developers is seeing this. Well, this is just my personal opinion, but I really think that this should be looked into, because it honestly puts me off going into the new reworks. I very rarely play on Grafton or Bleasdale because of just how dark it is. Nothing else, it's just how dark it is. Everything else is perfect about Bleasdale and Grafton. The maps are really pretty, they work well, you know what I mean? But that's the only concern I personally have, is just the brightness. That's all it is. That's all the concern I have. Other people have different concerns about the reworks and the new maps. Feel free to bring them up. But I really hope that this can be looked into and maybe reversed. Maybe they could do something about the darkness in each map. But this is the filter off. I use a brightness filter because my computer is in a very bright environment. You know, and with my head torch on, I can see just as well. But when I'm streaming on Twitch, you know, not everybody is in a dark room. And I use a filter so everyone can see. There you go. That's the only reason I use a brightness filter. I never use it when I'm playing on my own. I literally never use the filter when I'm on my own. Only when I'm recording a video or streaming on Twitch. So, thanks for watching. I hope this can be looked into. And, well, I'll see you on the 11th. When Nils Diner releases. And I hope, and I really do mean this, I hope that the map isn't jet black like the other reworks are. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the future.